In this course, you will learn how to set a SMART, S-M-A-R-T goal, and get your subconscious mind to do more than 50% of the job search work for you. Lewis Carroll told us that if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. And this is more than applicable to the job search process. Time and time again, I will have had job seekers contact me exacerbated after months and months, sometimes years, on the job market trying to find a position. And more often than not, when I start to engage them in a conversation about what type of job they're looking for, this is where I see the tension or the concern. They tend to be open to just about anything and unclear about what it is they want. And consider that while it can sometimes look nice to be a jack of all trades because you're valuable to all kinds of people, the fact is, if you're not an expert in something, I can't understand as a hiring manager why I need you on my team. So setting goals as the start of your process not only allows you to maintain focus and accountability in your own activities, but it allows you to have very clear and concise conversations with people who are in positions to help you with that search. Some key factors to consider as you're thinking about what your job search goal might be. You need to have a clear understanding of who you are and what you want to do, where it is you'd like to do it, when you would like to get there, and please understand when it comes to how, you will not get there alone. Lots of videos in our learning library about networking, the need to be having conversations, cultivating and continuing relationships. The job search process is not a solo event. You definitely need to have an entourage of individuals who are going to help you to ensure that you make the right connection and the right fit with your next role. SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. This is a strategy used in corporations across the globe to ensure that when we are setting performance indicators, we have a really clear understanding of what we're after. Let's look at a couple of different examples here. I confidently choose to obtain a position as a marketing coordinator by December 31st, 2019. Great. Is that specific? Yes, I'm saying that I'd like to be a marketing coordinator. Is it measurable? Well, the question I ask there is, on January 1st, 2020, would I be able to say yes or no as to whether or not I met the goal? Sure, so it makes it measurable. Is it attainable? Well, if I have never held a job and I'm in the 9th grade, the odds of me getting a marketing coordinator position, not very great. But if I just moved out of maybe a marketing assistant position or I studied marketing in college and I'm shooting for some roles in organizations that are within my network, then yes, it does seem like it would be attainable. Is it relevant? If I'm talking about my career and job search, am I starting to set goals that relate to something I want to do by the next century? That's not helpful. We want to make sure that it's relevant and close to where we are in the activities we want to focus on. And finally, time-bound, December 31st, 2019. You see in the second example, March 1st, 2024. In that third example, June 30th, 2021. Having a very specific date in mind helps us to have a clear understanding of what our work plan needs to look like and does something very amazing for our subconscious, okay? When we set a goal, when we state that we confidently choose something for our lives, our conscious mind is obviously setting those plans and actions, but so is our unconscious, subconscious mind, right? It begins to identify different opportunities in the environment, in the universe that we wouldn't have otherwise seen. Data research actually shows that our subconscious mind has a difficult time understanding when we are setting a goal or a wish or a desire, or we are stating something that is absolutely necessary to our ongoing survival to become who we are. Since that line for our subconscious mind is so thin, if we are able to take in, craft, and really absorb and live one of these goals, a SMART goal, our brain again starts searching for information that it can find even when we're not actively thinking about it in order to fulfill that prophecy, to fulfill that goal, because it believes it needs to in order to become who we are. So I encourage you to not only write a goal, make sure that you're writing it as a goal, confidently choose, enthusiastically choose, courageously choose. We don't start a goal with, I hope to, or I wish I could. That's not helpful. And it needs to be this level of specificity, relevance, attainable, and again, time-bound. Stating that you hope to get a job this year is not helpful to your conscious or subconscious mind. Stating that you enthusiastically want a job offer making $67,000 a year in a specific job or a specific industry in a specific location, that gives our minds something to act on. So whenever possible, as you're getting started with your job search, go ahead and set yourself a SMART goal and then acclimate to that goal, which may look like you writing the goal down multiple different times. Did you know that research shows if you write down a goal, if you create one of these sentences and just simply write it down in your own handwriting, you become 40 times more likely to obtain that goal. Now here's something even more amazing. When you state that goal out loud, even if you are alone in the room, when you state it out loud, you now become 79% more likely to obtain that goal. 80% of the likelihood that you will obtain the goal you set, assuming it contains all of these SMART items, is simply by stating it to the universe, by stating that out loud, giving yourself the sense of accountability for getting there. Everything you can do beyond that is even more helpful. Maybe you want to take some time to write down your goal 10 times each morning when you wake up, or you want to write it on a mirror or Post-it note so you can say it out loud to yourself. Repeat it to a spouse, a partner, a friend, a family member, even a peer or colleague. The more we share our goals, share what our heart is after with a level of specificity that can't be denied, the more that our conscious, subconscious, and our network are going to start to work together to get us to that goal. Thank you so much for joining us. Please feel free to visit our blog to access the whole learning library and free downloads.